Merry Christmas and welcome to the 19th annual Holiday Festival of Lights Parade, along with Patty Woods. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Doc. Isn't it great to be here this evening?
It is
what a
wonderful. Night. It is so good. There
you go.
Oh, and we're getting started like we're supposed to.
Yes.
So I am happy to be here, Patty. This is year number 2 for us.
Yes. I've actually done this for my 3rd year, Doc.
This is your 3rd, that's right. Where was I? I was doing something 3 years back, but we're very happy to be here on KWVT. The program will be airing during 36 hours of Christmas this holiday season, starting on Christmas, and we're happy to be here. You're going to have a lot of great floats you're going to see this evening. Some great award winners, Patty.
Great award winners, and we're going to be starting out tonight with the Salem Fire Department. That's always a wonderful way to start the parade, isn't it, Doc?
Yes, it is. I'm looking at the little cart that's pulling the fire truck. Oh, I guess it's not pulling.
Oh, it's not pulling the fire truck, Doc.
But it's good. It is just so much fun again, and the crowds this year again.
They're great.
Isn't this marvelous?
You know, they've been threatening snow all day today, and it's been pretty brisk, but the people have come out, and so many little kids, and they're so excited. I just love it. I know you're going to see that this evening along the parade route.
This is one of the largest lit parades, they say, west of the St. Louis or that area.
It is the largest.
Yes, right.
It is.
It really is.
We have our grand marshals.
Oh,
no. They slipped right back to that fire department.
They went right on back, did they?
They sure did.
I sure did. It's nice to have. No, I think actually we're going to have the grand marshals coming right behind the fire truck, because I can see the sign. There's Salem's Finest coming by. It's nice to have them.
Oh, and look at the
and all the
little
lights
one in the window.
You know, those are winning people that get to ride the fire engine during this parade from a drawing that's held by the Salem Fire Department, and it's nice to see them.
How fun!
How very well lit up.
With our Noel. And coming up next, we have got the Grand Marshals. We've got Majors Jerry and Donna Amons, and they represent the Salvation Army. And my gosh, they minister to people all over the western United States. And this is their 2nd year in the Salem office, and let's give them a wave.
Yes, 30 years they've been affiliated with the Salvation Army.
They're so excited about the Kroc Center, and they've been an integral part of that going on. And we have our junior Grand Marshal, and he won that by the 3rd place in the A.C. Gilbert Discovery Village. And I know a young girl who won the 1st place. That was a super program this summer.
Oh, really? Yes. That's Logan Goldsby.
That was Logan that just went by. And, hey, we've got to get up with this because we've got PGE coming up here.
And it's always fun to watch PGE. They decorate so well each year, the floats that are in the Festival of Lights Parade. That's a lot of work that goes into that, and of course they're being pulled with a whole group of kids going with it that they have riding in the back. 13 years they've been participating in the Festival of Lights Parade, and we're happy to have them with us this year once again, and we're still dry.
Yes, and we're just delighted that they're not out fixing power lines tonight.
That's right, because you know they could be real busy on this weekend as they talk about it. And of course, watching the parade on Christmas Day, you're going to be sitting there where it's nice and warm and know exactly what has happened during this particular time. We're nice to have you. We're sitting out here in the middle of the intersection of Chemeketa and Liberty Street in downtown Salem.
We're a little bit more out this year
than last year.
Right in the thick of things.
You betcha. Here comes the next entry that's coming in. This is the Kaiser Fire Department with their old-fashioned truck.
Fantastic?
Isn't that neat?
Look at the lights. Look at the kids.
1946. I was a year old when that truck was made, but we won't talk about that.
And I wasn't quite there yet when that truck was made.
Okay, and
wow.
Of course that was the best use of design. Also, craftsmanship coming up.
You're a little bit. This is the
coming up.
This is Bud and Donna Ball, and you know they do this. They've been doing this for 17 consecutive years. I guess they missed the first 2 best use of design. Their kids are involved in this. Isn't this wonderful?
Bud built this 8 years ago and decided to bring it back out because it had so much reaction from the crowd with that sleigh and the reindeer. So we thank the Ball family for being so strong supporters of the Festival of Lights Holiday Parade. You betcha. That's the fun part about it. It's a lot of work that goes into these, Patty. For a couple of years when I was still with KBZY, I remember how long it took to build one of these floats. So,
and here's a float that is a familiar sight on the waterfront, but not often going down the main streets of Salem.
Captain Chesborough and the Willamette Queen and their 40-foot sternwheeler.
40-foot sternwheeler. It looks a little more secure on the streets than it would be in the Willamette.
It does. It's Captain Chesborough driving the car, although he's not up there on the top.
No, there he is up on top.
Oh, there's Captain Chesborough.
He's right up on
There's
top.
Captain Chesborough up there doing his thing, and he's got all the folks in there. He lives out by us, Patty.
Yes, he does.
So we see that periodically going by.
I see it parked every day going home. Our first band,
yes.
West Salem Titan Band, 110 members. The West Salem band this October in the Battle of the Bands came in first.
You betcha. Now, of course, they should know when they come by the cameras they're supposed to play, and that always happens. They usually kind of turn off the music. Here, we'll see if we can hear them start up here this evening.
I think that's because, Doc, somebody has blocked their sign that says Band Area 2.
That must be.
Yep. Well, they are impressive. It's really fun. I know you're looking down the street.
I was looking down the street. I was going to check. We've got Zachary out on the street here this evening, kind of our man on the street to talk to folks and see things. Zachary, you want to say hi and kind of tell us what's going on down there?
Look at that. Look at the kids.
How are you guys doing? We're here on the street. We're here on the street with a couple of people enjoying the parade. How are you guys liking the parade so far?
It's really cold out here.
Do you guys have a favorite float that's went by yet?
The hot dog one.
Looks like they're having a great time down here on the street. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Zachary. We appreciate it. Yeah, I think this year it seems to be a little better weather-wise. I don't think it's quite as cold yet,
I don't
Patty.
think so.
Very
Look at what we have got coming down the street here, though. We have got the Oregon State Fair entry, and it is a giant tomato. It's pulled by a 1935 International truck. That's an old truck, Doc.
And, you know, the Oregon State Fair, as many years as it's been in existence, you know, you could make a lot of salsa out of that tomato.
You could, and they're reminding us of the Afterglow Party, which, of course, you're going to be seeing this on Christmas, and it'll be past, but remember that for next year. They
every
do that
year.
Afterglow Party.
4 till 8 every year at the Jackman Long Building, Oregon State Fairgrounds. You can go out and get a really close view of all these floats and have an opportunity. Now,
that reminds me a little bit of Cinderella.
yeah, instead of a pumpkin.
Avamere Court and Kaiser.
Which is a great assisted living and retirement center that is available. This is the third year that Avamere Court has been in the parade.
And their scene depicts a white Christmas. It's a sleigh and a 10-foot pole, people in costumes as the four main characters. Isn't that pretty?
Yes. I was waiting.
Don't they look stunning?
Look, all dressed up with the red bow tie,
that's
gentlemen. Yes, excellent up there. With a Christmas tree that's going there, the picket fence.
Such community spirit. You know, Salem really comes together when they do this.
Yes, they do.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
We have an opportunity to invite everybody to partake. If you missed the parade, like on Christmas Day, there's 36 hours of programming going on with this on KWVT.
So you can catch it again. And we're missing the little KBZY. What is that? A little electric car?
It almost looks like a little golf cart that's coming. It's got KBZY in it and the Merry Christmas from KBZY 1490. It's outstanding. Cute little. I like to have that out playing golf myself. I don't know who's driving there, if the little fella is. But to see how cute that is.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh, that is just...
Merry Christmas.
And then the
Merry
KBZY float itself is coming down the way as we speak. It's just kind of moved up a little bit.
Looks
Here-
like we have a little,
Well,
kind
we
of
got-
one of those fancy cars. What do you call those things?
I had one of those one time. No, not that one. That is excellent. There they are, the KBZY coming down with their. I don't know what year that car is, but it's an old-fashioned Christmas is what they've got with the big float
That's
that's
coming
16
up.
foot, and that is really a unique automobile that's in there. Who is? I can't tell who's quite in there. Here comes the float.
Here we go.
Itself, the car leading KBZY with the Spartans. Terry Saul, who has been very, very fortunate lately, is opening for Carrot Top. And following Carrot Top around the world. He's going to be throughout the United States opening for Carrot Top.
Oh, wow.
And he's also going to have an opportunity to go to Singapore and England and all that. There's some of the KBZY staff that's on there.
And they
Kate
seem
Kelly.
to know you.
I think there's a few of them there I've seen once before.
Once or twice
Bob
before.
Buck on the
Oh,
one
we're
side.
back down on the
Oh,
street.
look at the crowd there taking a nice picture.
Yeah, you can be sure they'll be watching on Christmas Day.
Again, Zachary,
Yeah.
you got some folks down there that you're kind of jabbering with as we kind of wait and see what's going on. Zachary's down there kind of waiting as we've got a few kind of a little
we've
pause
got
in it.
Pito coming up.
I've seen the puppy dog. It looks like a very young Alaskan Husky that
It's
we're
a
going to take.
Siberian Husky, actually.
Is that
and
what it is?
I remember her from the parade last year. Isn't that something? Is he pulling a cart?
I think he is. Look at that.
Isn't he sweet? Oh,
I think
come
he
on.
needs friends.
Mush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mush. He might be a little distracted by the stars that seem to be chasing
You're
him
kind
along
of helping
the way.
him a little bit back down there. Zachary, can you? Zachary kind of got tied up in the crowd
Yeah.
down there for some reason.
And you know,
I think.
this was a Judge's Appreciation Award from the past. And
There he-
that
look,
is
now look at that puppy
very
move.
sweet.
There you go.
Okay, and look, they're panning down the street, and we are on our way to the Macy's float. Oh, not quite yet.
No, it's
Here we come with
and
the Macy's
the Macy's
Stars.
Stars, exactly. 6 years they've been participating in this year's parade. Illuminated the Macy's Stars, the float, and 10 Macy's Stars walking. So there's 10. I was going to count them, but I saw the number already.
Yes, and you know, these are just all employees that are participating. And it looks like they're handing some
they
fun
got some-
things out along the way.
Yes.
Hey, how special. They look toasty, Doc.
Oh,
Okay.
this is just, and look, they look like little ladybugs that are under the stars, but in actuality, they're just great big stars that Macy's have coming to us in our main location here.
And here they're going to go down to the street, and I think we're going to see a few people. Oh, there they are.
There they are. Zachary, you have some folks down there you can, you're saying howdy to?
Yes, we do. How are you guys enjoying the parade? What's your favorite float so far? So lots of them, huh? Have a great time.
Oh, and they are.
All right, now maybe if we can keep them playing, we're going to have an opportunity to watch the McNary High School Band, directed by Dave Hodges is the band director, and they're going to be coming down the street.
They have 70 members in their group, and they have won first place at the Century Marching Festival and third place in the Class A at OSU Marching Festival and first place in Music and Color Guard at both of the festivals. I'll tell you, Salem has to be so proud of their high school bands. When you look at any of those contests, and a Salem school is always in one of those top spots.
Always, yes.
Always, and often they sweep. Well, these guys seem to be keeping warm.
They're bouncing really well.
They're bouncing well. You'd think that that was a little trampoline instead of pavement down there.
They have a chance, and hopefully as the McNary High School Band comes by, they're 70 members strong, they'll have an opportunity to have a little of music that will be playing. Being well received by the crowd. you
Very
can
well
tell.
received.
And here we
Here
go.
we go.
Let's take a listen. coming up now is an award-winning entry. This is the Chamber of Commerce Award,
Yes,
Patty, that
yes.
is coming down.
And this is, you could see this coming from down the street. This is an exciting looking float.
It is.
Yeah.
They've a lot of work into it. The Chamber of Commerce Award is going to Better Built Barns, is who this award-winning float goes to.
And they have a GMC truck pulling a flatbed trailer with a nativity scene.
And this is their very first year, and they're an award winner.
And they're an award winner.
It's a 70-foot float that's being pulled. It's a GMC truck pulling a flatbed trailer.
And then look at the little UTVs pulling 3 sheds on behind it. It is very, very cute. Oh, and a live nativity to boot.
Oh, look.
We've got Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus and all the angels and the shepherds and even the wise men
The
are
wise
on
men
there.
are back there.
Isn't that something? Wow, that I can understand why that was an award winner.
Yes, and again, here the Better Built Barns being pulled, so you can kind of see what and how each of these little
Aren't those
bins
cute?
will fit in your yard. Yes.
Aren't those cute? Those are wonderful.
And not very much street legal, I don't think, with the noise that's
No,
coming from the
not
bottom of
tonight.
that. But that's it.
That's okay. And oh, Marion County Fire District 1. And this is a little antique fire truck. I bet you know what year that is, don't you, Doc?
Well, I'm not sure on this one. To me,
Look
it's
at
got to
the
be back in the
roof.
40s that I think that
It's
one's
from
been-
Brooks.
It is the Brooks, exactly.
It's
Marion
from
County
Brooks.
Fair District, yes.
Oh, and
4 years they brought that in the parade. And behind them, of course, is the big fire truck.
something a little bit more current, perhaps.
Yes.
And very bright.
Oh,
look at
look at the
those
lights.
lights. Oh my gosh, that's spectacular. Just spectacular. I love it when the kids are in the trucks.
I do
what a
too.
thrill for them. Just a complete thrill.
Look at all that. You know, that's a lot of work to get all those lights on a truck
can't
like
even
that, Patty.
imagine.
It really is.
I just can't even imagine.
Marion County Fire District 1 with their particular entry in this year's Festival of Lights Parade.
Wonderful. And coming up, we have the Oregon Dairy Women. That's my favorite booth out of the state fair, by the way.
You know, having the opportunity of being out there both fair time and then at the when we have the Marion County Fair and we're out there with the sheriffs, if I don't head to the Dairy Wives barn for ice cream, I can't make it to the fair.
It looks like we have some royalty on this one. We have the Oregon Dairy Princess and Ambassador in court dreaming of riding with Santa on his sleigh. And it isn't a reindeer, it's a cow pulling
It's a cow.
the sleigh. Wow,
And we've got them from Clatsop, Tillamook, Marion, Lynn, Columbia counties, along with the Oregon Dairy Princess.
Did you
and the
mention
Ambassador.
Washington?
And Washington.
Yes.
I'm going to say and Washington County.
Yes,
All
Alicia
involved.
and Marika and Deanna and Janelle and Jennifer and Katie. You are wonderful.
And if you take a look as we're looking out at this year's crowd once again, Patty, I mean, I think there's more this year than last year.
I think so
It is-
too. The weather didn't scare them away at all. Of course, it's beautiful out here
It is
tonight.
a perfect night for that, for
Do
the
you think
parade.
it has anything to do with the fact that we have an electric blanket over our legs?
I wouldn't tell anybody that, but it is rather nice.
Here comes Salem Academy.
Yeah, the Crusaders and their double-decker
And
English bus.
They've done this for 3 years. That bus was donated by Eldrin Realty and refurbished with a school logo. That is great. That's beautiful. 2 levels of bus. They've got their superintendent on there
Yes,
with them tonight.
They do, and of course, then they've got the little toy box that, of course, is following it up. I wonder what's in that toy box. Do you think there's anything that there's a guard on it, so there's got to be something pretty good in it.
I think there's a generator lighting the bus up.
I told you there's something good in it.
I hated to blow that, but
I
that's
see.
what I think that was.
It was very nice. Thank you, Patty.
Well, what an evening. What a fun evening to be out here tonight, Doc.
It is, and if you look at the sky bridges that go between the Liberty Plaza and J.C. Penney's, you can see all the people that are inside there keeping warm,
It
too.
looks like bleachers. Hey,
Yeah.
now we better get caught up here.
Okay, coming up now, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, we've got Rich Bailey and his dragster.
Oh, wow.
Rich Bailey is into a lot of the cross-country different drag events.
9 years he's been participating in this
And he
parade.
brings it in. Notice he's not running the dragster. It is being pulled,
That
which
is
is
a
really good.
thing. That is a great thing.
Because that can be a little loud coming out of the dragster.
1,400 horsepower.
Wow.
I don't even know what that means.
I bet he's happy the gas has gone down in price.
Yes. Ooh, happy holidays from Fisher Farm and Implement. That is a beautiful float.
Oh, look at that.
I just hope it doesn't come this way toward our awning.
Wow, he's going to make a big turn on this one.
He is going to make a big turn. Look at all the kids on board. Everybody is having a wonderful time.
Oh, that is a big tractor. That is a very big tractor that's being pulled out there. It's really a
And
Fisher
so
Farm.
decorated. So decorated.
70 feet.
Big
being
John
pulled.
Deere.
Yep. Now there's some tires, and we wave at everybody going out and enjoying, and they're all bundled up warm. And then the reindeer follow them. All right.
Oh,
it's
and they've
just
got that little one coming behind it. That would be
that's a little
convenient in
John
the
Deere.
yard.
Yeah, that would be fun. That'd make a good golf cart, I would think
Yeah.
too, Patty, and Frosty on it.
Yep.
Let's check it out. Let's
Oh.
check out with Zachary again down on the parade route
Oh,
and see how he's
look at
doing
that.
with some of the spectators. Zachary?
Hey, we're having a great time here down on the street. Are you guys having a good time? What's your favorite float? What's your favorite float?
All right, it's band time again. This time,
We've got
McKay High
McKay.
School, yes, under the direction of Sam Hawkins, 31-member band.
31 members, and they have performed in the Festival of Bands in 2007, the Evergreen 2007 OSU Outstanding Soloist, and they're playing.
And they are.
They are wonderful.
Let's listen to the McKay High School band.
Boy, they sound great.
There are only 31 members.
Yes. Woo.
Okay,
That
well,
was
we
fantastic.
got part of it as they came by.
We
certainly
did. I wonder if they can focus in on Santa going by there.
A lot of great sound for just 31 members.
It's a lot
the
of
band
great
here.
sound, and it's really wonderful. Yep,
So-
and I guess we're going to go down to the crowd again.
I think we should.
Zachary, you found anybody down
what's
there?
going on down there? Bundled up, you see a lot of folks. Look at them all.
I just am amazed at
You
how
guys
many
having a
people
good
are out.
time? Are you guys glad you came down tonight? What's your favorite float?
All of them.
Awesome. It's back to you, Patty.
All
and Doug.
right, thank you,
wow.
Zachary. We got Jamba Juice. This is numbered year 2 for the Jamba Juice entry in this year's praise.
And they are dreaming of a white Christmas. Oh, but look at them dancing there.
A couple of bananas. Just got, not that I'm being now,
Oh,
lady,
I
but it really
love
was
the
a couple
little
of bananas.
rocking horse, and isn't that sweet?
Yes, proud to be part of the community Jamba Juice. Great place to celebrate this year's fair weather. I was going to say that we're having in here in the Holiday of Lights Parade. And we're going to take a little opportunity as things go and kind of run back to the station for a minute, and then the 19th annual Festival of Lights Holiday Parade will continue. Taking a breath.
Happy holidays. I'm Cheryl Mitchell, and I'm from Salem, Oregon, and I'm the CEO of the PGE Festival Lights Holiday Parade. You are viewing the 2008 PGE Festival Lights Holiday Parade, and our theme this year is Holiday Dreams. I hope you enjoy the program and the viewing on KWVT. We would also like to invite you to the 2009 PGE Festival Lights Holiday Parade. That will be our 20th anniversary. Come and celebrate with us that year. We are going to have a mini winter festival downtown Salem and possibly an ice rink at Riverfront Park. And also, again, the celebration of the 20th anniversary of the PGE Festival of Lights Holiday Parade. Thank you for listening and enjoy the program.
Local TV at its best.
Welcome back to the 19th Annual Festival of Lights Holiday Parade, Holiday Dreams.
Holiday Dreams, and we're here, Patty Woods and Doc Nelson, and we're excited to be here with KWV-TV, and it's wonderful. It's a beautiful night, and oh my goodness, look what we're starting back with.
This is K&E Excavating Incorporated coming out in this float. This is a float called Dreaming of a White Christmas.
This is absolutely beautiful. Wow.
Look
I don't
at
know.
that.
This might have to be one of my favorites so far.
Wow, look at all.
I really like that. Look at all the people
Look
they've
at all
got
the people
loaded
that
on
have been up there and doing that.
They're sitting on snow-covered hay bales.
And look who's on the back. That's the Grinch.
Oh, but I don't think he stole Christmas.
Oh no, his heart swelled 3 times the size or something.
This
there.
is fun.
Oh, look
this
at
big
this. With a road
caterpillar.
yeah.
Is that what that is?
It's a road grader.
A road grader.
Yeah, I think, or something of that nature. But whatever it is working really hard, as it kind of has just the outline. If you had the lights off, that would be such a design on that particular unit.
Yes, and hey, we're going back down to the crowds.
All
Look
right.
at the crowds down there. Zach, take it away.
So are you guys having a good night tonight?
A great night.
Have you guys had a favorite float yet?
The one that just went by.
The one that just went by?
Dragster.
The tractor, that one was cool, wasn't it?
The bunny car.
Yeah, that was. Have a good night.
Well, we've got a little lull, which usually happens in all of the parades, Patty. You have that little kind of halfway through the mark, and all of a sudden goes, okay, you've got a little delay. This is what they call in our business as stretch. I just think it's awesome that the way the city of Salem and Kaiser come together on an event like this.
And the plans for this parade are amazing. They really want to make this whole Festival of Lights, turning it into ice sculpture down in the park. They have some grand plans for this. If you've talked with Cheryl Mitchell, who is the chair of this parade.
Correct.
She and her husband have done so much work on this parade for so many years.
And you know, the thing about the work that goes into a parade like this starts tomorrow again. I mean, they'll go to the state fairgrounds to do the follow-up as they do each year, but then the 2009 parade will be underway already starting tomorrow, which is how fast you have to get started, because this is such a big event.
It is.
It was back 19 years ago that KBZY started this parade, and it was a very small event back in those days. And look how it's grown. I mean,
and that was Warren Franklin, wasn't it?
Yes, Warren Franklin was one of the start people to get this parade started, I should say. And again, it has just built and built and built. Police know how to estimate a crowd of this size. I can't, but if you're looking 10, 12 deep, and all the way down, just packed in.
Yes.
People are not only packed in because they're keeping warm,
yes.
but you know, they are getting a great view of what's going on.
And speaking of what's going on,
I'm ready.
We're ready with Rural Metro.
And the Boy Scout troop number 108. I was a Boy Scout.
Were you a Boy Scout?
I was a Boy Scout and a Cub Scout. Yeah, I did all of those things back in those younger days.
Yes, they're leading the way for Rural Metro Ambulance. They are wonderful contributors to our community in so many ways. Oh, we've got the unicycle out there.
And they've got a lot of help. I like the little elves that are kind of going by that are lit up with the nice hats that are going. And now as we get a group of the the ambulance itself coming by, a lot of work is done by this company. It's unfortunate, and most of the time when you see them, they're doing something that's needed for the community. So it's nice to see them not having to do something of a serious of picking somebody up or needed in a health issue. And it's nice to have the rural Metro ambulance service out doing that.
Yep.
And again, nice little kids riding inside and waving.
Having a great time.
They really are.
It is.
Well, as we take a little lull again, we'll give the opportunity to KWVT to take a little break, and we'll be back to the 19th Annual Festival of Lights Parade downtown Salem on this holiday season.
guys ready for Santa Claus to come?
Yeah!
I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
All right, Zachary, we've got the grand sweepstakes winner of this year's parade, Patty.
And this entry is entitled the Snowflake Fantasy. It's a 10 by 40 float with over 100,000 lights.
Wow.
And you can see it. It's coming down the street. Wow.
This is the Shangri-La Corporation.
And they really want to thank S&M Truck Line for their truck driver and for Bratton International for providing a truck, Willamette University for providing a warm room for the float riders, and
a warm room.
A warm room sounds good.
I like it.
I like it. Look at that snowflake theme.
I want to know who counted the lights.
I don't know. I don't know.
100,000 lights.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous?
Look at this. You can
just doing a beautiful job, and they're really trying to get the crowd into their float.
You betcha.
I suspect that this will be next time he goes down on the street and asks what their favorite float was. This one might just take it away.
I don't think I've ever seen so many lights being used in one
great music.
float.
Let's listen. That is fantastic. Best original.
Boy, oh boy, that is, you can certainly see why that is the Grand Sweepstakes Award winner this year.
And the crowd loved it. They absolutely loved it. They're
snowmen.
Oh, and we're back down to the crowd.
Oh, and
we got
look at
Zachary down there with the crowd again.
Zachary, I tell you what, they're just kind of watching you close today. They really like you to be on camera, all right.
Oh, look at how the folks are bundled up down there, keeping warm. They know how to do it. Oh, aren't those the cutest little vehicles?
Oh, I thought for all of a sudden we were going to have
spinners.
Yeah, look at that thing. I thought maybe these might be the pooper scoopers, but they're not. They're little mowing machines.
They're with Green Thumb Landscaping.
Is that who's here?
Yes, and Green Thumb has the prize of Best Originality.
Another award-winning float. Best or Originality. This is a 2007 also winner this particular Green Thumb entry in landscaping. They've been in the parade 2 years, have won 2 years in a row.
Wow.
They're doing something right. It is unique with the fact that they have the little lawnmowers out there, and they're doing all kinds of wheelies.
And you know, it says that this was constructed by the West Salem Pack 150 Cub Scouts.
Really?
And boys through grades 15. Grades 15, interesting.
And you know what, Patty? All materials used are recyclable.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Isn't that? Exactly,
that
so they know.
Great. They're concerned about the environment, it says here, so recycling is a big deal to them. That's wonderful. Everybody's waving.
And there they are.
And we're waving back.
And the scouts are having a great time.
It looks like a ski slope.
And look at, there's a nice little fire going in the back. When this comes around, I think you're going to see, look at that.
Yes.
Where's the hot dogs and the marshmallows?
I think they're there.
Oh, there they are.
There they are. They're kind of glowing.
Now coming, if you will, there is the Redeemed Riders, Rick Hoffman and his group. This is going to be a little bit of a noise type of entry, as they are motorcycles, but they're pulling all kinds of little...
Oh, we've got a nice nativity scene on the back of that first one. That was really pretty.
Oh.
Very nice. And it looks like the children are nestled all snug in their beds. And here they come.
Oh.
Wow.
Not easy getting lights on a motorcycle like you see here, Patty. And there's the Grinch. Watch the Grinch come on his bike.
Oh, he does look wicked.
Little high five and little to the kids.
They like that.
Yes, they do.
We do. And we've got Blanchette coming up right behind them.
Yes, we do. 9 years Blanchette has been involved in the parade. The bus decorated in lights, and students are riding the bus. About 1,000 lights decorate this particular bus. The Grinch has still been very, very popular with the kids, so
Yes.
we watch the Grinch go by.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, the Salem Blanchette High School has over 350 students in grades 7 through 12. And it's
All right.
Okay.
And let's see if Zachary can talk to some of the people on the bus. Zachary?
Oh, that one doesn't look quite like a 7th grader.
No.
Must to be some faculty's children are on board there. They're giving everybody a big wave here.
Really excellent. Having a good time.
I hope it's warm in there.
I bet you they're just doing fine, but they don't care. You know, when you're in a parade, the weather doesn't seem to really affect you too much.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And you know, as it goes under the sky bridge there, you can kind of get a sense of how packed that sky bridge is.
Both of them. Again. Now we've got another one of the bands, which I'm excited because I always like the bands. This is the North Salem High School Vikings marching band coming down the road as we prepare to hear some more music, hopefully, as they come by us tonight, Patty.
Yes. You had to cue up that last band.
Yeah,
you did a pretty good job of it.
and
See
they
if we
did
can
the thing.
cue up this one.
Let's see if we get these the Vikings to play for us this evening as they come down.
Oh, look at that Viking.
All of the high schools are participating in this year's parade, which is really nice because school's still got another week to go before
Yes.
it gets out. So hopefully we can hear the band start to play. Here they go. We'll take a listen.
That is fun.
They're doing the Mr. Grinch song,
Yes,
which,
they are.
which is apropos for the Grinch that just went by.
And I don't know if you're noticing down here, Doc, we've got some little dancers right in front of us having an awfully good time when the bands come along.
They are.
And who's coming up next?
Well, I think we have Meadow Creek Village coming up. These particular folks have been their first year in the parade.
And that's always fun to get new people into it. They have a lighted wreath placed on each of the windows and Christmas trees in the front and back of the van. It's really a fun little first entry for them.
Yes, and
That's
I think I even
great.
saw a snowman was inside.
Oh,
of
and look
course,
at the
the
kids.
kids on the back.
Yep, you can never go wrong having a bunch of kids come piling out of the back. Meadow Creek Village. I wonder if those are some of the grandkids and some of the residents there. That would be a lot of fun. And now coming up, we have the American Red Cross. Oh my goodness, American Red Cross does so many wonderful things, providing meals to victims of disasters nationally and locally.
Yes, and they've been participating in the parade for about 11 years, I understand.
Yes, and you know, they do such a great job. Oh, I think we're going to interview them.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas!
There you go.
He's trying to get a little crowd activity going on there.
Right. Of course, the CERT, which is the Community Emergency Reaction Team that helps a lot of organizations will get people together to help in case there is a national emergency, whether it be an earthquake or what have you. And it's good to have the CERT team, of course, all being sponsored by the American Red Cross.
And of course they teach the first aid classes and CPR techniques, and they collect blood. They do so many things in our community.
They do, and you just can't say enough for the amount of work they do and how the volunteers help in that particular organization. And they need it, and they do need the volunteers to help.
And we are back down on the street, Zach.
Are you guys having a good time tonight?
Yeah!
Have you had a favorite float yet?
The snowman one. The frosty one.
Thank you, guys. Back to you guys.
All right.
Thank you,
and
Zach. Here comes my boss.
your boss, Marion County Sheriff.
Comes Sheriff Russ Isham, and I do believe probably with him he should have the undersheriff participating in this year's parade. The sheriff who just went through an election and now has 4 years to kind of hold down the reins of what goes on.
And was that a pun, the reins?
That's why I threw that out there, the reins.
That's right,
So,
that's right.
Sheriff
And
loves...
I like those antler ears on all those horses.
Yeah,
I hope they're noticing that.
Yeah, the undersheriff over there with his little ski cap on opposed to the hat.
Now, Doc, do you ride a horse?
I love riding the horses, but I don't do that in my job. I let the sheriff and the undersheriff do things like that. Although, again, our search and rescue posse is behind him, and we've used the, unfortunately, we've had some problems this year with people getting lost.
You guys ready?
Some good results coming out also. So we're happy to see the search and rescue sheriff's office posse.
They're down there ready to interview them. So
all
let's
right,
let them
Zach,
go.
who do you have down there, sir?
The truck looks great, guys. How, you enjoying yourself?
This is really, really fun, and it's good to see all the people here. We didn't expect this many.
Well, it's great to have you guys down here. Thank you.
And Zach was talking to Travel Salem is who they were.
No, he was
Is
talking
he?
to the sheriff's department yet.
Oh, he still got the sheriff there? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I watched the sheriff go by there.
And you got another vehicle
Oh,
here.
that's because we've got our search and rescue coming, and then our...
Yeah, Doc, I'm leaving this up to you. This is where you
I want to
work.
say how much, yes, what they've got. Here comes more of our search and rescue that we've got that's through here.
And you're right. They've been a wonderful asset to our
They
community.
have. They've done a lot of great work in search and rescue this last year with some people that have been lost up in the wood area. Marion County has a big area they cover, all the way from Idana all the way to St. Paul, and that's a lot of mileage that our search and rescue people have got to take on.
Well, it's nice they can be down here doing something really fun.
Yes, and coming back behind them, this is our Marion County Search and Rescue
And he's
group
wishing
in the van.
everybody a happy holiday. Happy
That's
holidays from Marion County Sheriff Search and Rescue.
And I'm trying to think if they've got a little Jeep behind it, which again was just a part of the sheriff's outfit, I do believe. Yes, it has the star that is doing on the little Jeep. And part of it, I was waiting to see if they brought the little kitchen that goes traveling with them when they go out on search and rescue. But
no, but they sure decorated their little generators awfully special.
they certainly did. And
Yeah.
a lot of great work done by the sheriff's office. And we appreciate all the work that they do.
Well, it is a phenomenal night again out here, I have to say. We've been just so blessed. It has only rained, I believe, once or twice on this parade. And if any night it was going to, it was threatening today.
Yes.
Winds have calmed down. It's wonderful. Hey, and we're back down at the crowd.
And
Oh,
beautiful.
look at that
Oh,
cutie.
look at that. She is keeping warm. I would say she because she is in pink.
Yes.
That would be good.
That would be safe. Oh, Zach, you picked out a cute one there. And what do we have coming up
Now
here?
I do believe we have Travel Salem. I think if we would, yes, we do.
And they have their smart car. That's how they're leading themselves off, with their smart car. And
they just moved their offices. They're down on High Street now. In some brand new offices that Travel Salem, which was the Salem Convention and Visitors Association. So,
and now we are at the Falun Dada Association and Falun Gong Association, and this is a non-commercial float. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that lotus flower.
Oh my word! A lot of work that has gone into this float, also, as all of them.
And their theme is bringing better health and inner peace to millions of people in 78 countries. And it's very relaxing. That is a beautiful float.
Oh, isn't that?
That is stunning. Just stunning. I just felt
I wonder
really-
how long she can keep her arms out. And notice how she
Yes.
can all
Oh my
in that
goodness.
lotus flower that she's in.
Oh my goodness. I do too.
Public safety. Ah, yes. 3 years worth of the Department of Public Safety and Standards and Training.
And I
coming
love
with
it
their
when
float.
they say thousands lights. We ask the number of lights and they just say thousands.
Thousands.
And look at those kids. Oh my gosh, do they look like they're having a grand time.
Oh, And, you know, they're going to stay dry even if the fact that it was a little inclement weather. They're dreaming under the stars.
Dreaming under the stars, and look at all those starry lights.
I want to remind you that KWVT, of course, broadcasts all the high school football games this year,
Yes, they
Patty.
just finished doing that, and they'll be doing it again next year.
They are going to do that. And, of course, the big change coming up is digital TV anymore.
Yes.
And with digital TV, the nice thing about it is KWVT has a all digital on 17.2, I believe, which is the KSLM.
17.1.
17.1. That's it, which is the KSLM logo and call letters for that particular station. As February 17th, I believe, everything will be digital.
Everything
on
will
television.
be, yes.
Yeah. So it's nice to know that they're up and ready to get everything going so people can have their signals the way they should with the UHF all digital. Zach's down there, I think, would like to say hi to a couple of the spectators. So Zach, what do you got, my man?
What's going on?
Hey, we're right under you guys down here, and we're having a blast. You guys having a good time? You guys ready to see Santa Claus? Good. Have a good night, guys.
I think Zach's got the fun job down there on the street.
Right.
That is a lot of fun. We really can get those crowds going when he talks to them.
And he hasn't been tangled in those wires
no,
one time,
he hasn't tripped
Patty?
out once.
That's right.
Either that or they're not showing us when he trips down like that.
Exactly.
But we want to remind everybody that there's 36 hours of non-stop programming this holiday Christmas Day, and you can just stay tuned to this all day long and enjoy. I believe they're going to be showing some scenes from the Capitol Rotunda, some of the different people that have played there, and running the parade again. It's going to be fabulous. So it's a great way to get into the holiday spirit.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're sitting in, you're getting around the house and all the presents are open today, then you can just kind of relax a little bit, kick back and enjoy the parade and watch it and say, you know, next year I've got to get down there. I don't want to miss that, because you've just got to get part of this.
And you're getting a flavor of how many people are down here as you get down there at the crowds and you see.
And so why don't we take a quick break once again from KWVT and the 19th Annual Salem Festival of Lights Holiday Parade, and we will return.
And we're back here, and we have the Fred Meyer float coming up. They've been participating for 4 years, Doc.
They are, and what little boy and girl wouldn't love to have a holiday of their dreams and all the presents that are available. Look at all the folks that are on this Fred Meyer float.
Yep, and Fred Meyer hopes that every child gets what they're dreaming of.
And Freddie Bear.
Oh, Freddie Bear.
Freddie Bear on the float.
Oh, look at the kids. Everybody's smiling.
Having a great time.
They are. Everybody is just thrilled tonight. It is wonderful. I don't think I've ever seen Freddie Bear before.
Oh, yes. I've been in the store, and Freddie's walking around. The kids love to get hugs from Freddie Bear, and it's really nice to see him as part of the parade this year.
It is. We need a bear. I'm a longtime Salemite, and I remember the old Cinnamon Bear.
The Cinnamon Bear at Littman's.
Right across the street, which is now Liberty Plaza.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, the Adventures of Cinnamon Bear.
Hey,
and the cookies.
And
oh,
the cookies.
Yes.
Oh, that was wonderful. And look what's coming up. The Sprague High School Band.
Oh, yes.
That looks like a little bit of enthusiasm.
They've got a pretty good size group of youngsters in this particular band. Again, Salem's Sprague High School out South Salem. It's nice again to see all of the high schools participating in the parade.
And we've got some music. Let's listen. The Olies.
I do believe they're going to do another number.
Very nice uniforms. And upcoming is the Campfire Girls, USA Willinani Council.
This float has 17 canoes.
No, a 17-foot canoe centered in the
17 foot.
middle.
I'm going to say, I didn't see 17 canoes on this.
And the Campfire Girls, boys are dressed up as red elves.
Oh.
Right in the center of this canoe. So there they are.
There they are.
There are your elves. Oh, they're paddling their way down the street. They look toasty tonight, too. They have lots of activities that they do at their camp. They do swimming and horseback riding, and maybe you could learn to ride a horse, Doc.
Oh, yeah, there I can.
Hiking.
I like it. I like the little ears that they've got on. If you notice the ears
Yes,
on the little
I
elf
did
ear.
know. Well, it's a
Campfire
way to keep
USA,
warm.
it certainly is. Marion County Fire, District number 1. 4 years they've been participating.
They have, and they are going to have multiple vehicles tonight, and it looks like they're coming down our direction.
And again, lots of folks on the apparatus with them. Notice I said apparatus. That's professional. That's that's what the fire department tells us.
Now, that is a lot of the hoses, and there's a little. There are the kids in there. Yep.
Fire District 1, of course, been with our parade 4 years. They're bringing in more vehicles that will be coming in with them this year.
Well, you know what? This is Gold Star Transport behind them.
Right there.
Right there. Here they are, and they've got their van with lights. And they seem to be having a wonderful time.
Yes, they did.
Yes?
Yep. They've just kind of started in the parade. It's nice to have them in there.
Yes, it is. And here comes Tan Republic. And I bet every one of those girls has a tan. They did win in 2007 as the most unique float.
The float is 22 feet, a pontoon boat decorated with 20,000 lights.
Wow. And who's that little fellow up on top?
That's Willie.
Is that Willie?
That's Willie Penguin.
Willie Penguin.
Chili Willie, I think that believe
Chili Willie.
I think that's it.
And are they playing a little DJ music? What, would you know anything about being a DJ?
No, I've been past that, but I was waiting to hear what they're playing, but it just packages. Let's see. And they got a palm tree. I'm all for that.
Yes, because they're thinking of summer in the middle of winter.
I do believe at the present time we have another award-winning float coming our way.
And this is the most unique interpretation of a theme, and it is the Founders Award, which would be the KBZY.
That's right, and that's being done by the Community Action Agency. The unique interpretation of theme, which is, of course, Holiday Dreams.
And we've got the Head Start school bus and their Honda and 18 walkers. So we've got quite a little crowd coming on here.
And again, another little Chili Willie riding on the top of this particular vehicle.
He's a little chunkier than the last one.
Yeah, well, he ate well
before
he got started. There he is.
There he is.
On this award-winning float.
Child care information, nutrition information. They help out a lot in the community. That is a really sweet little one. Quality Child Care, Home Youth and Resource Center. And they're getting their message out to the community with all those walkers.
And I do believe they've got
That's a Head Start school bus coming up behind them.
It is, and that's it's kind of nice to see everybody kind of doing their walking and letting the bus come up there and just let them enjoy the crowd, which is always more fun to be out, and if you can be out and see all of the kids. Little chipmunk song being done
and
with this group.
To it if you watch. They have a little. We're seeing that. Some of the card carriers are kind of doing a little footsteps to the chipmunks.
That's right.
Yes,
Alvin, Theodore, and Simon.
it does.
I can still remember.
Yep, yep.
All right, let's see what Zach's doing down there. Zachary, what's going on with the crowd here this evening?
It looks like we're having a blast down here. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Merry Christmas. I love Santa Claus.
Are you guys ready for to see Santa here in the parade?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
I like the Grinch.
The Grinch?
He's my favorite holiday. He's my favorite holiday.
Did you see him there on the motorcycle?
Yeah, I did. He was awesome. He was so
Awesome. I'm glad to hear you guys are having a good time. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much,
That's
Zach.
wonderful. There is such enthusiasm down on the street.
Trying to control everybody is always a fun thing to do. When you get the kids and a camera and a microphone,
Oh, yes.
You've got it made. I mean, they'll just take over for you. You don't have to say
No,
anything.
you don't have to say anything at
No,
all.
let them kind of handle it.
It's fun to be back down on the street this year. We didn't do that last year.
No,
and I
we didn't.
really like getting
It is
down
nice to have
there.
somebody
be
down
on
there
the
where we can
street.
really talk to the
crowds.
visitors and exactly that are how enjoying for this.
Yes, I think coming up next we have got the East Side Cruisers.
Yes, we do.
And I think the camera's going to pan down there in just a second, and you're going to be able to take those guys all in.
This is one of the parade entries that have been here all 19 years, Patty.
All 19 years. Well,
There.
it's the dedication like that that makes this parade the biggest lighted parade east of the Mississippi.
Very good.
That is wonderful. Look at that. Oh,
Antique, classic, and custom
I
cars
don't think
decorated.
they can fit more people in there.
I don't want to say anything about seatbelts, so I'm going to say that we did let them enjoying it. Anyway, their group has participated in the Festival of Lights since the beginning. Their motto is "We cruise,
No dues." I remember that from last year.
You betcha.
That is fun. That one is, oh my goodness, it's spectacular. And look, somebody's brave enough to have the top down. Oh, they are having fun.
You know, these cars are all decorated with lights and they're so bright and shiny, but you get a sunshiny day and they don't need the lights.
They don't.
They shine that well.
And really, I'm quite frankly surprised they let somebody put those lights on there. Because they're very particular about those beautiful cars.
You betcha
Oh,
they
look at
are.
that little guy running in and out between the cars.
Yes. Now, is he in just a little go-kart? I haven't seen him.
I don't think
I
I don't think he's an official member of the East Side Cruisers. Maybe he is. Oh, look at that convertible. Do you know cars? Can you tell me what that is?
That is a 1954 Chevrolet with tuck and roll upholstery. Well, I can see in the back, and that is very nice. Or 55. Okay.
55.
55, going to say that one.
Oh, and what's this behind that? Oh, he's got a little Rudolph. See the little Rudolph on the front there with his
look at his head. Isn't that cute? Isn't that? Oh, look at that.
It is. That is very cute.
We almost need him in the front.
Yes.
Oh, outstanding. Little rumble seat. I think that's a 32. It's either a 27 or a 32. But if you notice right there in the very top of that blower, that means that's not very stock. That's going to flat fly.
Ah.
Now.
And now we've got a couple of candy canes and a wreath coming up at the end.
And there comes our... and then you can see that...
they elected to keep the top up.
Yes, they've got their top on. If I'm not mistaken, and I'm trying to see it a little closer, it's kind of hard to tell with the lights coming up on that, but that is a GTO.
GTO.
That little car that's
little
waving.
GTO.
Little
really
GTO.
gotta go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Oh, the East Side Cruisers, I tell you. It's,
they're a fun group.
And to be in every single parade every year along, it's nice to have them participating again in this 19th year.
19th year.
So we're going to take another little break, if you will. We're KDWVT and the 19th annual Salem Festival of Lights Holiday Parade. We will be back.
Happy holidays. I'm Cheryl Mitchell, and I'm from Salem, Oregon, and I'm the CEO of the PGE Festival Lights Holiday Parade. You are viewing the 2008 PGE Festival Lights Holiday Parade, and our theme this year is Holiday Dreams. I hope you enjoy the program and the viewing on KWVT. We would also like to invite you to the 2009 PGE Festival Lights Holiday Parade. That will be our 20th anniversary. Come and celebrate with us that year. We are going to have a mini winter festival downtown Salem and possibly an ice rink at Riverfront Park. And also, again, the celebration of the 20th anniversary of the PGE Festival of Lights Holiday Parade. Thank you for listening and enjoy the program.
Local TV at its best.
Oh, look at this,
we're
Patty.
back,
We're
Doc.
back. I'm just enjoying and relaxing and having a great time. And here comes another particular entry, which is the Marion County Fire District 1. Again, another entry.
That is wonderful that they have done this. But I think that this one is actually the Salem Public Works Employees, the city's Spirit Award.
This is the Spirit Award winner. That's what we've got coming up.
Yes, this is.
Yes, it is. They've kind of things move around once in a while.
I
So
guess
here we
they
have
do.
an
Salem Public Works.
an award-winning, once again, entry coming in.
It is a dump truck pulling a sled of public work employees and families, and it's got toys in the dump truck being donated to the police and the fire department with their tour drives.
13,000 plus lights they have on this one, Patty.
13,000 plus lights, and you know, it's so wonderful, all the toy drives. I know you were involved today in a shopping.
I had an opportunity of doing Shop with a Cop today at the Walmart store, South Commercial, where we had about 70 officers, and they had over 400 children.
Oh, that's
that
wonderful.
we were able to help today.
Look at all those toys, and there's Frosty the Snowman.
I like Frosty in the back with that.
Yeah, you can sure see why they got the City Spirit Award on this.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
All enjoying and having a great time. It's a big sled with Frosty in the back. There it is, the City Spirit Award.
Salem Public Works employees.
Oh boy, here comes my favorites again, bands. I love the bands, Patty.
Oh yes.
This is going to be the South Salem Saxons High School Band.
100 band members in this. We've got our band director, and let's just listen.
Now is the Salem Kaiser Association of Classified Employees and Salem Education Association. That's a mouthful.
That was a mouthful, Doc. That really was. And boy, do they have a decorated bus. Over 15,000 lights on that school bus. And they work together with parents and students to get that. You know, I think there's a lot of kids that would like to get on that school bus. Wouldn't that be fun to see that coming down the street to pick you up one morning?
You just couldn't wait to get on there to go to school.
You'd think that was so much fun. And coming up next is the Mayor's Choice Trophy.
Yes, it is. And this is the Wranglers Dance Team, having the Mayor's Choice Award winner this year at the Festival Lights Parade.
And they are bringing you holiday dreams of children. And they've got couples and children sound asleep in their beds, dreaming of lots of toys that they hope to receive. There's going to be teddy bears and dolls and Barbies and soldiers and everything dancing around.
The Wrangler Dance Team has been in the Festival of Lights Parade 6 different years, Patty, and has won several different awards, and including the Judge's Choice Award and, of course, the Mayor's Choice Award this year.
And there is Barbie. And Raggedy Andy.
Look at that.
Very cute.
We have some of the kids back there all dressed up in what would be the Joker, not from Batman, but Jokers as in the Knights of the Round Table. Now I think we've got the Pacific
Lodge 50.
I do believe we
The
do have that.
Freemasonries
The
here.
Pacific Lodge number 50.
And this is their first year indeed, and thank you very much for participating. We appreciate it. Had a decorated Christmas tree. And coming up again is the Department of Public Safety. And you can hear them coming when they come down the street. I think the kids get so excited about that.
They really do. I mean, I don't care what the particular entry is. With all the lights and the noise, the kids are just happy with all of them. They have an opportunity to be excited no matter what it is, a little bitty one or a great big one.
Yeah, and this happens to be a nice combination. We've got some, looks like some
Department of
patrol.
Public Safety, 150 years of statehood, they say.
Oh, they've
There they are, and of course,
they've got
54. That's the Department of Public. Look at the size of that. Yeah.
Yep, this is. And they do have all their public works. Let's see, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different vehicles involved in this.
They do.
Now, if you notice these last ones, all they have is their red and white, their red and blue lights shining, but everybody's excited to see them.
Sure they are, exactly.
And they're singing. To ride one horse open sleigh.
Hey.
Oh, they are having
I think
fun.
it almost sounds like they're singing inside the cars themselves without having any actually music going on.
Yes, I think so. And coming up next is Salem Kaiser Transit, and it's our famous chariots.
That is our chariots, all right.
Yes, and it looks like they have a busload of friends along for the ride tonight.
Happy holidays. Normally you don't see that on the chariot. You have what location you're going to, going
Which
out
is
south.
probably helpful.
Which is kind of nice to have the happy holidays, because when we go to get on that, you get to go and enjoy the parties.
Well, I see a busload of people in there tonight. That looks like fun. And of course, again, we've got the kids, and they are excited.
Look at that nice Christmas tree they had on the front of the bus like that, and
Yes.
again, all decorated up. Man, they should just, they should have that. They should have an opportunity of doing it to keep those buses lit as they go down the streets all the time.
And we're going to the street.
All right, Zachary.
And we're down here with the KWVT float. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Awesome. I like the truck. You guys having fun?
Oh, yeah. You keeping warm out here on the street?
Not really, but it's still having a good time. Have a good night, guys. Back to you guys.
And KWVTV is so proud to announce the launch of their new digital TV channels, and their regular program lineup is going to be on DTV. Channel 17.1 and Channel 17.2 airs the movies.
Movies you'll get to see on the opportunity with KWVT.
And you're going to be able to remember that all day today, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you're going to be able to watch 36 hours of non-stop special holiday programming. And who
Look
do we
at the
have
lights
here?
now. This
The
is
Norlift of Oregon employees.
Wow. Norlift of
Wow.
Oregon. Look at the amount of lights. 8,000 plus, they're saying, on this particular float, Patty. A flatbed trek illuminated, carrying decorative containers to over 60 feet long.
Wow, isn't that pretty? That is really nice. Oh, and they look cozy in back there. All cozied up with blankets covering them. And oh, look at the twinkles on that little Santa hat.
Ah, the tree all
Very
lit.
pretty. That's a beautiful float.
We have a fire engine coming up, all right, but this is Sandell Golf Course.
Well, I think Sandell Golf Course has got a fire engine.
Yes, they do.
Oh my goodness.
It is their first year in the parade. It's a 1978 American fire truck, 100 feet.
It's an aerial fire truck.
It
That's what
certainly
that
is.
ladder means.
That means it goes up and down, and that. And everybody's sitting under the ladder. Is that bad luck when you're under a ladder like that?
I don't
Patty?
think so. I don't think so. I think that looks like a great place to be. What a fun truck.
I like the driver in back.
Yes. Yeah. Well, as long as it doesn't go up and down. Actually, I think that was a lot of fun.
Look at this.
Here's
at this.
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. Ronald's been in the fair, I keep saying
in the
fair.
parade
15 years.
15 years. Well, Doc, what a great night it was. We're wrapping the parade up. I sure had a wonderful time.
I did too, Patty. Again, I thank you for all your help. It's so much enjoyed this year's parade. I look forward to next year's, and
I do too.
I think as people hear more about it, even next year will be the 20th annual. We'll have even bigger crowds than this year, if you can believe it.
They should have some great crowds next year. It's really a lot of fun to do this.
It is.
And we want to remind everybody to stay tuned for the rest of the continuing broadcasting of Holiday 36 Hours.
36 hours on KWVT.
Yes.
On behalf of us here, we want to thank you, Patty. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
And to everyone out there, please have a very enjoyable and blessed holiday.
And we hope everyone is.
See you next year.
Yes. Thank you.